Once upon a time, Kim Taehyung from BTS was known for his soft smile, gentle eyes, and boyish charm. But after returning from the military, fans couldn't believe their eyes. V came back stronger, sharper, and more confident than ever. Today, we're diving deep into how Taehyung transformed over the years, from the early BTS days to the powerful man we see now. Back in 2013, when BTS debuted, Taehyung's style was fresh and youthful. He had that innocent boy-next-door look, soft cheeks, playful expressions, and an energy that made him stand out. Fans loved his warm personality and the way he could make any moment feel lighthearted. At the time, V wasn't focused on building muscle or looking tough. Instead, he embraced a more artistic, dreamy image, something that perfectly matched his deep voice and soulful gaze. As BTS grew, so did Taehyung's style. By 2020, fans noticed he was experimenting more with fashion, hair colors, and a mature aesthetic. Still, his physique remained lean. He wasn't the type to hit the gym obsessively. But everything changed when it was time for him to serve in the military. The physical training, strict schedules, and discipline started shaping not just his mindset, but also his body. When Taehyung appeared after months of service, fans were shocked. His shoulders looked broader, his jawline sharper, and his overall presence much more commanding. The military life clearly pushed him to new limits, building muscle and confidence along the way. It wasn't just about looks. Even in interviews, V seemed more grounded, focused, and calm. Many fans say he now carries an alpha energy, a mix of elegance and strength that's impossible to ignore. On social media, armies couldn't stop talking about his transformation. Some joked the army sent back a K-drama action star. Others noticed how his stage presence became even more powerful, like he's fully stepped into a new era of his career. There's even a theory that Taehyung's confidence boost will influence his future music and acting roles, giving us a side of him we've never seen before. Social media exploded with before and after comparisons. Side-by-side photos showed just how much he had changed, not only physically, but in the way he carried himself. Fans began to see his transformation as symbolic. Taehyung had gone through a rite of passage, stepping from youth into manhood. Some say the army gave him time away from the constant spotlight, allowing him to reflect, rebuild, and return stronger than ever. Others believe that this new Taehyung will influence everything, from his future solo music to acting roles, to the way he performs with BTS. One theory even suggests that V might take on more intense, physically demanding projects, such as action roles or dramatic performances that require both emotional depth and physical strength. But here's what's certain. Whether you loved the dreamy, romantic V of the early days or the confident, commanding V of today, his evolution proves that he's more than just an idol. He's an artist, a performer, and now a man who has faced challenges and come back stronger. What makes Taehyung's transformation even more fascinating is how subtle it really was. It wasn't a sudden overnight change. It was a journey. From the earliest days of BTS, you could see the seeds of his confidence. He was always the one to experiment with fashion, to try different hairstyles, to bring a unique energy to photo shoots. But the military seemed to take that natural charisma and sharpen it, like polishing a diamond until it shines even brighter. Fans also point out how his movements have changed. On stage before, V's dance style was graceful, fluid, and almost playful. Now, there's a precision, a strength behind every step, as if every movement is calculated yet still effortlessly smooth. Even the way he looks into the camera feels different, more intense, more present, like he's not just performing a song, but telling you a story through his eyes. There's also the matter of his voice. Many armies have noticed that his vocal tone has deepened slightly, with even more warmth and control. Whether it's in a ballad, where every note feels like it's touching your heart, or in a more upbeat track, where his voice carries power and confidence, it's clear that his artistry has grown alongside his physical transformation. And while we talk a lot about his body and style, the emotional side of Taehyung's journey is just as important. Serving in the military is not easy. It means discipline, sacrifice, and sometimes being far away from the people and passions you love most. Yet when he returned, instead of looking tired or worn out, he came back with an energy that inspired millions. Some fans believe this is because Taehyung has an ability that very few artists have, the ability to reinvent himself without losing the core of who he is. Whether he's the soft, dreamy V or the strong, commanding V at his heart, he's still the same person who loves music, art, and connecting deeply with his fans. And perhaps that's the real secret behind his transformation. It's not just about the physical change, but about the growth of his spirit. Because when you watch Taehyung now, you don't just see a man who went through military training. You see someone who embraced every challenge, used it to grow, and came back not only stronger, but better in every way. When Taehyung first appeared in public after completing his military service, the reaction was instant and overwhelming. Some fans said they had to look twice to make sure it was really him, the same V they had followed for years, yet somehow completely transformed. There was a quiet strength in his posture, a calm confidence in the way he greeted everyone. It wasn't loud or flashy, but it was powerful enough to leave an unforgettable impression. Armies shared countless stories online. One fan recalled seeing him at an event and feeling completely speechless, not because of his fame, but because of the energy he carried. "It's like he's the same Taehyung we love," they wrote, "but there's something deeper now. Something unshakable." Even in candid moments, away from the stage lights, you could see this change. The way he interacted with fans felt warmer, yet more composed. It was as if he had learned to balance his playful side with a stronger, more grounded presence. And maybe that's what makes this transformation so captivating. It's not about choosing between then and now. It's about witnessing a journey, watching someone you admire grow, face challenges, and come out the other side stronger, wiser, and even more inspiring than before. So now the question is, when you look at Taehyung today, what do you see? A man who has changed, or the same soul we've always known, just shining brighter than ever?